Dear guests and Toastmasters, good evening. So we're going to start off with a fun little activity. I want everyone to get involved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing out a few syllables. I want you to repeat after me. Don't worry, they're not difficult, hopefully. So we're going to start off here so you know what we're singing, right? Just to make it easy for you. So I'm going to start. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. Sa, ni, dha, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. Congratulations, you just sang the building blocks of music. Just 7 notes. These 7 notes form the basis of almost every song that you've ever heard. Just 7 notes. Simple, right? But wait, there's more. And for the persnickety ones, you must be thinking, Safwan, there are 8 notes on the slide, not 7. Well, there are 7. Let me explain. But first, what is music? Music is the art of organizing sound in such a way that is pleasing to the ear, or it evokes emotions. So sound, what is sound? Sound is a vibration that travels through air or any other medium and then it reaches our ears. Our brain then turns those vibrations into what we hear as noise, speech, or music. Music is a language, and the notes are akin to alphabets of a letter. Any sound that we hear in the music must be one of those 7 notes that we just sang. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa, sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa. Depending on our vocal variety, we can go low. So I'm going to try sa, ni, dha, pa, ma. That's it. That's my vocal range when I'm going low. And sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa re ga. That's my vocal range. But if we were to take one letter, for example, sa, that's one note. Then another ni, dha, these are separate notes. But sa and sa, these are one note, but with different pitch. So, what is pitch? Pitch is referred to the vibration or the speed or the frequency of the vibration that the sound produces. Any sound that we hear has a pitch, regardless of what or who produces it. My snap has a pitch, sa, that's a pitch, and my voice, when I'm not singing and just talking, has a pitch. When we use a musical instrument or we sing, we produce sound waves. And the frequency or the speed of the vibrations that the sound is producing determines the pitch. The faster the vibration, the higher the pitch. The slower the vibrations, the lower the pitch. Consider it or think of it as ripples in water. The more the ripples, the higher the pitch. So, back to the 7 notes. Are these 7 or 8 notes? These are 7 notes. So yeah, just before I move on, this, the pitch is determined by a unit of measurement called hertz. And hertz is simply the speed of the vibrations per second. So the higher the vibration, or the higher the speed, the higher the pitch. Now, back to 7 versus 8 notes. These are 7 notes. From a mathematical standpoint, the higher sa is vibrating at double the speed of the lower sa. So the lower sa is vibrating at 130.8 hertz. It's a technical term, you don't need to get involved, but just to show you the mathematical equation, the higher sa is exactly double, 261.6 hertz. So because of this perfect 2-to-1 ratio, our mind hears this sound as one sound, the higher sa and the lower sa as one sound. And these sound same because they have the similar pattern of vibration. One is just vibrating faster, another lower. Similar to shades of a color. So red is still red. One is slightly deeper, another slightly brighter. So before we move on to this one, a lot of people confuse pitch with sound. They're not the same thing. So sound, that's the same pitch. I'm just varying my volume. And same volume, but difference in pitch. So there's a bit of a difference between pitch and volume. And now, Mastana sa kirasha, yo jam jam raula muskasha pakhandasha, yo jam jam raula. That's the variation in pitch as well as the volume. So you must be thinking, if there are limited notes in the music language, shouldn't there be similarities in songs? Sure, yes. And I'm glad you asked the questions because I've got an example. So, is there volume? Pause the timer. There's no volume? Okay, so these three songs sound similar to me. And one of the main reasons is because of the 7 notes. But thankfully, you must be thinking now that we have billions of songs. Why aren't they similar? Well, thankfully for us, notes is not the only thing. There's so much more to music than just notes. There's tonalities, there's scales, there's dynamics, there's rhythm. And that's why we've got, sorry, I got a bit distracted. So coming back to my point, because of these, we've got variations in music and we've got different songs. So music can be as simple as a child's lullaby or as complex as an orchestra. And by getting introduced to hertz and the musical connection between music, you can hopefully appreciate that music is not just art. It is beautiful math in motion. And the 7 notes are the foundation. Thank you. And back to you.